A planet hunting telescope has discovered two planets the scientists say seem like ideal places for some sort of life to flourish. They are just the right size and in just the right place near the star. The chief scientist for NASA's Kepler telescope says the distant duo are the best candidates for habitable planets that astronomers have found so far. Joining us now to talk about it further, Andrew Fazakis, the night sky guy, an astronomy expert with National Geographic, joining us. Andrew, welcome. Talk to us about this discovery of these new planets. What's the significance?
Well, the astronomers who made the discovery and announced them this week are calling this a breakthrough discovery and saying probably the public hasn't really sunken in with the public, actually, of how important this discovery is. And the reason is because we're finding finally planets that are really all nearly Earth's twin in the matter of how large they are and the orbits that they're circling their parent stars. So what we're talking about here are two planets orbiting a star that's a little bit smaller and cooler than our own sun. So the orbits of these two planets, called Kepler 62e and 62f, are a little tighter, or they're hugging their parent star a little closer, but than Earth does with our own sun. But that's okay because it's a cooler star. So the temperatures on these planets appear to be such that water could exist in liquid form, and that's very important. Water is a key ingredient for life. So if it could exist in liquid form, that's something that would be very conducive for life. So these two planets, which we think are just slightly bigger than Earth, are the best candidates yet for supporting life.
How long have we known about the existence of these planets, and how is it that they've just come to our attention now?
Well, this discovery was only made in the last few months, and it's thanks to the Kepler Space Telescope that was launched back in 2009 by NASA. And it's been orbiting the Earth, staring at one single chunk of sky, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it has in its field of view 170,000 stars. And in that field, what it's looking for is basically regular dips in the star's light, in its brightness, that is very regular. And that indicates basically the planets that are going around the star, going in front of it and creating what's called basically a little miniature eclipse from our point of view here on Earth. So we see the star's light just dip very, very slightly as the planet crosses the surface of its parent star. And from that, astronomers can tell how far away these planets are and how big the planets are that are circling the stars.
And I take it, Andrew, by your description that these planets are staggeringly distant from Earth. So how long is it going to be before we know whether this potential new real estate is already taken with life?
Right. I mean, these might be a perfect place to take a vacation, but I wouldn't pack my bags just yet, Brad, because they're located a whopping 1,200 light years from Earth. So it's quite a distance. That means that what we're looking at, the light has taken 1,200 years to reach us here on Earth. So it's quite a respectable distance, but we will have the next generation of telescopes coming online within probably the next 5 to 10 years that will be able to actually detect if it does have life on it and what the conditions really are on these planets. So it's a very exciting time.
In one word, cool. Andrew Fazakis, the night sky guy, astronomy expert with National Geographic. Always great to talk to you, Andrew. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.